morning everyone, my name is Millie and welcome to The Performing Arts and Me. Now it's a bit of an unconventional background because I'm actually sitting outside. It's like 8 o'clock on New Year's Day as I'm filming this and I didn't want to wake my family up, so I've come to sit outside. I'm not sure how long this video will be though because I might get a bit cold. But anyway, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my New Year's resolutions for 2022. Now obviously these are just my New Year's resolutions and I'm not saying that they're like great ones or anything. I've just wanted to share them with you to give you some ideas of things that you might want to have as your New Year's resolutions. But again, like, these aren't for everyone, and these are just things that I've decided that I want to work on. And I think New Year's resolutions as well are a bit of a funny thing. People can get quite hung up on them, I think. I think you can make resolutions at any time of the year. I don't think they have to be at New Year. I just like doing it. Okay, so I've got a little list in a notebook so that I don't forget them, and I will read them from here. So my first one is to be more organised. I am not a very organised person. I feel like I'm often running late with things, and this is something I really want to work on. I feel like it will make a lot of stuff much simpler if I'm more organised. So one of the things I want to do is put things away when I use them rather than like leaving them, because I often come in from college, for example, and dump my stuff on my floor, and the stuff on the floor builds up over the course of the week, and then on Saturday I have to spend like an hour cleaning it or whatever. So yeah, I want to put things away when I get them out. And as part of that, I also want to look over my finances at least once a month. Over this holiday I've come up with a mini spreadsheet of my finances, so hopefully if I look over that each month and keep on top of that, it won't be a big job again. So yes, that's one thing. I also want to drink more water, particularly when I'm at college. I take a 75 milliliter, that would be a very small bottle. I take a 750 milliliter bottle, and I sometimes don't drink it all, and I don't refill it. So yeah, I need to do better at that. Okay, I also want to keep a diary. This is something that I used to do a bit, but I got locked out of my diary. It's like a book with a key and I can't find the key. So yeah, I want to start doing a diary again. Practice the piano. I play the piano. I don't practice enough. I would like to practice the piano every day. However, we don't have a piano in the house that I'm staying in whilst at Bird, but I'm hoping my parents might let me take the piano that we have here up to where I'm staying when I'm at Bird, but I'm not sure. We'll see. If not, then it might be a bit difficult for me to practice the piano every day, but if I can, I would like to. The next one is about how I present myself. So basically I just want to make sure that each day I feel ready. So for me that generally just involves having a wash and getting dressed and making sure I brush my teeth, and that makes me feel ready, and also brushing my hair. Obviously generally I do those things, but sometimes, particularly when I'm here on the weekend, I just don't get around to brushing my hair. I don't know why, it's just, yeah, anyway. So I want to do those things and make sure that I feel ready for the day each day, because otherwise it gets to like 10 o'clock and I haven't got dressed and I just don't feel like I'm being productive. That's not like if you're not dressed you're not being productive, that's just me personally. That's something that makes me feel like I'm not being productive even if I am. Anyway, bit of a random one, but that's one of my New Year's resolutions. Now we're on to things I want to do each day. So I want to spend at least 5 minutes each day doing each of these things. I want to do a 5-minute stretch, a 5-minute strengthening, 5 minutes of singing, 5 minutes of playing the violin, I'll talk to you about that in a second, 5 minutes of Spanish listening, 5 minutes of Spanish, I've written writing, but I mean reading, 5 minutes of writing letters, and 5 minutes of general social media. Now I'm going to talk about those things individually briefly. So stretching and strengthening, obviously these are things we do at college, like we stretch in class, we strengthen in class, but we're always being recommended that we do things like that whilst we're at home as well. And I think I've just not been I haven't been doing it, but I think that's been because, or I haven't been doing it as consistently as I would like to. Sometimes I'll do the occasional stretch, I very rarely do the occasional strengthen, but I would like to be doing this every day. And I think I've just put it as a big thing, and I'm like, oh, I need to spend half an hour stretching every day. And then it gets to the evening, I'm like, well, I don't have half an hour, so I'm not going to stretch. But if I tell myself that I only need to do 5 minutes, I've got 5 minutes in the day for those things. 5 minutes strengthening and 5 minutes stretching. So yeah, I think I've just made it more manageable, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to stick with this. Singing, again, it's the same thing, but with singing, I've been saying to myself that I need to do singing practice, and I was getting better at this. I was doing singing practice for a bit when I came in, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but well, for me, it feels like it would be better to do 5 minutes every day than do like half an hour every so often. Yes, violin. Now, I have bought a violin for Christmas. Well, I say for Christmas. My birthday and Christmas were over this holiday, and I got some money for them, which I was very lucky to get, but very fortunate to get, and that means that I had some money and I decided I would buy a violin. This was not really an impulse purchase, I wouldn't say, because I've been wanting to learn to play the violin for years. So I finally bought one, and I'm teaching myself to play it, and I want to practice for 5 minutes every day. Spanish listening and reading. If you've been watching this channel, I think I've mentioned before that I speak Spanish from doing A-level Spanish, and I want to keep on top of that with Spanish reading and listening each day. Letter writing. I really like getting letters. I don't know why, it's just, yeah, I really like it. And I get letters from people occasionally, and I'd like to spend 5 minutes each day writing a letter to someone. Actually, I'm just thinking, 5 minutes each day writing a letter is quite a lot. That's a lot of letters I'm going to send. Maybe I ought to do 5 minutes each week. Basically, I want to write letters more often. Maybe we'll make that 5 minutes each week. We'll see about that one. And then general social media, I've got down for 5 minutes a day. I don't want to spend hours looking at my social media. Now, when I say general, I'm not talking about replying to messages and things. I'm talking about like scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, that kind of thing. I only want to spend 5 minutes doing that each day. We'll see how that one works out. And then I have 10-minute daily things. So I want to do 10 minutes on this project that I'm going to start, which I'll tell you about in another video, as and when. I was going to say if and when, but hopefully I'll get this up and running if I'm doing 10 minutes on it each day, and I'll share that with you in a video. And then I want to spend 10 minutes learning French, and I want to spend half an hour on Instagram and YouTube. So I want to upload as per my schedule, which I have written somewhere else, on all my Instagram and YouTube accounts, because I feel like I've been letting that slip. I've been getting better with this channel over the last few days, for the last few weeks, but yeah, I want to get better at that again on all of my channels. And then per month, I want to, as well as my finances, checking that, I want to try a new experience. That could be anything, like it doesn't have to be going skydiving, it can be something small, like trying a new food or whatever. I want to do a random act of kindness, and I want to text someone that I don't normally, or like message someone that I don't normally message or haven't messaged in a while, just to like catch up with them, because I did that over Christmas. This was one my sister suggested, and some of these my mum suggested, by the way. This was one my sister suggested, and I've been doing it over Christmas. Like I've messaged people happy Christmas and stuff, and then we've had like a good conversation and a catch up. So yeah, I want to do that again. Okay, this is all of the New Year's resolutions that I have currently, but like I said, I think you can make any resolutions at any time. So yeah, this is my New Year's resolutions that I've got at this point in time, but I might make some more later or tomorrow, or you never know. But I wanted to get this video up so that you could A, have a video this week, and B, get some ideas of New Year's resolutions that you might want to have, or just have a bit of a New Year's-y themed video. Also, if you could hear the bird song whilst I'm outside, I hope you're enjoying it, because it's really nice to listen to. Anyway, yes, so thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's been useful and that you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please do give it a thumbs up to let me know, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss my future videos, and thank you very much for watching. Bye!